Good evening, good evening, good evening. Who is first tonight? Sabrina Scales is first. Hey, Sabrina. Gene Coleman, good evening to you. Third place is Gwen Days, Jeffrey Walker, brother, good to see you. Lynn Brennan is in Las Vegas. Crystal Creations, good evening. Carolyn Jeffrey, good evening to you. Bernice Bassett, hey. Bunny Ware is on at the beginning this time. Good to see you, Bunny Ware. Barbara Pinkney, hello. Lisa Wiggins, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. E. Joyce Paris, what happened to you like Wednesday night? You said you were coming, and we were like waiting to see you. Everybody was waiting to see you, and you didn't show up. So you got some explaining to do. We were looking for you. Gwen Days, good to see you. Barbara Kaufman, who has a birthday coming up. So happy birthday in advance to Barbara Kaufman. I'm going to give her some love. Y'all give her some love too. She made sure I knew her birthday was coming up. Lee Graham, good to see you and thank you so much. Kathy Middleton is on with us. And of course, my brother and my friend Vince Williams, the great mayor of Union City, Georgia, who was honored today as one of the notable Georgians by Georgia Trend Magazine, former president of the U.S. Of the National League of Cities, former president of the Georgia Municipal Association, um, and my beloved brother and friend, the great mayor of Union City, Georgia. Glad to have you with us, sir. Marianne Goldwhite, good to see you. Patricia Johnson, good to see you. Chat, good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Aunt Ali is on. Hello. Vanessa Taylor is on. Jessica Pack, thank you very much. I was trying to dress up for y'all a little bit. Alinda, good to see you. Cheryl Bayfield, whoa. All right. What a little girl. E. Joyce Parent says sorry she could not make it. So everybody gonna want their money back, Joyce, because everybody was looking to see you. They're gonna want their money back. Uh, Shirley, good to see you as well. Lenora is on with us. Tiffany Stewart, hello, and thank you, brother Vince. It was good sitting next to you as we went hard for the cities today. You funny, but thank you very much. Sharon Bryant is on for Midway. The Honorable Linda Wilder Bryant, the Alderman for the 3rd District of the City of Savannah. She is here with us, and we're glad that she is doing better. So we're going to give her some love because she had a medical procedure last week, but she is doing much better. Thank you. Um, Good to see Lily Mordecai. Good evening. Brenda Ponder, hello. Ernestine Wells, where have you been? See, I'm holding people accountable today. I have not seen you in a minute, Ernestine. Are you okay? Grace Orr is on with us. Patricia Johnson is on. Ethel Williams from the Highlands. Good to see you. Good to see Brother Alan Wright. Hope you're doing well. Red Strawberries. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Um, Helen Bright. Thank you. Terica Tarpley. Hello. Good to see you. Kathy Boggs says, all right, all right, all right. Happy Friday, Kathy. Um, Ernestine says her feelings were hurt that you missed the invite. No, I gave it last week I gave it during the Friday Night Live. Mary Ellen Bright is on with us. Joycette is on with us. What happened to Mama Charlotte? I mean, she wanted to be with us, and I don't think you took her. But good to see you. And good to see Marjorie Young on, everyone's favorite um, single business entrepreneur. Good to see you. Good to see Trish Howard on as well. Thank you. So the Howard's on. Mary says you missed the invite. I gave the invite last Friday night, right on Friday Night Live, exactly 7 days ago. I gave it on Friday Night Live, so I did. I love you too, Linda Wilder Bryan. Felicia Roberts, good to see you, and happy Friday to you. Dr. Harris, good evening to you. Gloria Wells is on with us. William Buckingham, good to see you. Thank you, Marjorie. I appreciate it. Um, I was trying to struggle through it, so thank you very much. Because Daisy Kaiser is on with us. Katrina, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. So Katrina is a councilwoman in the city of Waycross, Georgia, and so she's doing a great job down there. So good to see you, Councilwoman Felder. Glad to have you. Got a lot of elected officials on. It must be GMA time. All right, there go Mama Charlotte. She has joined us. So good to see you, Mama Charlotte. Thank you. I know, Ernestine. That's why I stopped to wave at you because it was you. So see, good to see you. Trish says, I am her most loved mayor. She declares it. Well, thank you, most loved mayor in Savannah, because we love Benson Union City. Ruth Teasley is on. Alicia is on. Natasha, Jared, good to see you. Joyce says, don't start. No, I'm going to finish. Mama Charlotte is on. Snowy is on as well. Thank you. Ernestine was sitting on the side of Highway 25 with the blue light on you. They stopped you? Did you get a ticket? Why were you speeding? And Ivy Fair, who does not live in Savannah and really don't have no connection to Savannah, like she would have came anyway. We would have had it on the weekend, then she would have showed up. So good to see Jacqueline Jones White on with us this evening. Barbara came with us on Wednesday. Everybody was happy to see Barbara. Thank you so much. And the child is on. Crystal Kaufman is on, and Crystal came out. So I had Barbara, I had Crystal, I had Barbara Kaufman, I had Barbara Artiston on. Hey, Mary Helen, good to see you. Catherine Grant, good to see you as well. Rocking Robin McDaniel Beck from Kansas City, Missouri. She is on, and she is rooting for the Chiefs this week. She is rooting for the Chiefs. I bet you. She's probably on her way to Baltimore now. And then Carolyn Brooks is on from Vidalia, Georgia. Good to see you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. Josie Jones, good evening to you. Jacqueline Grant, hello. Rashawn Williams, hello. Archbishop Nathaniel Smalls, good to see you, sir. Margie, hello, Margie. And Greg Lard, hey, Greg, how you doing, man? Good to see you. And that's a nice new fez you got. I saw that. Grace Orr is on with us. And Terica, we were looking for you Wednesday, too. And you said you got in late Wednesday. Well, we got in late, too. You could have came on by. Hey, Reverend Debbie Morris is on, and I saw you call me, so yes, ma'am, I owe you a call. Please forgive me, and please check on the BFF, make sure all his needs are met. So thank you very much. Good to see Laura Renee Smith, all the way from Central Pennsylvania, on with us, and she couldn't be with us, but we ate a piece of chicken for you as well. So thank you. Joanne Watkins is on. Good to see Richard Dinkins on with us. Hope you're doing better. Hope everything went well. I know you would have been with us, but you did have a hall pass. Joya asked for an excuse letter for you, so we did excuse you from Friday Night Live on Wednesday. Catherine says she's sorry she missed it, but thank you for coming. Joya, thank you for being a good nurse, hand nurse, they call them. Ernestine was doing 81 in a 65-mile-an-hour zone. So you were going, 16 over? You should have got a ticket. but God, right? And so you were listening to some good gospel music. So see, when you play good gospel music, the Lord intervenes. But slow it down, okay? And Audrey King is on from Georgia Power. Hey, Audrey King from Georgia Power. Everybody say hey to Audrey King at Georgia Power of Atlanta. Um, I'm looking at your building right now, as a matter of fact. Are you in that building? The big Georgia Power building, Audrey? Um, that's right. Rachel Jacobson was there. Rachel came and hung out with us, so we were happy to meet Rachel as well. Terry Mobley. Now, Terry Mobley, you didn't show up on Wednesday, but they called you out, and somebody wanted to know where you were, and we wanted to know why you didn't show up, Terry. So, and thank you, Barbara Kaufman. We had an enjoyable and intimate time. We did, so we were happy about that. Um, okay. So Mama Charlotte did not come out because of the mean COVID, and you're better now. Well, that's good. We'll make sure you come to the next one. We don't. We love you, but we don't want you to come to us sick. So we're glad. Hey, Albernia Jackson came and hung out with us. Good to see you as well. Sharon Lowe has joined us. Hello, Sharon. Thank you for joining us. And Turkin said she'll come next time. Good. And Lily Mordecai is on. And good. I'm glad, Richard. Things are well. And what else? What else we got? Turkin said we'll talk soon. Um, Shauna says, um, I didn't recognize you. I did not recognize you. Um, Audrey says you're in that building. What floor are you in? I might show up. Barbara Foster, good to see you as well. Cynthia Moore is on with us. Patricia Johnson is on as well. And we will make up another date. We will. Um, but anyway, y'all know it's Friday night, right? And it's Friday night, and we do what we want to do. The first thing we do is that we like the page. Again, some of you have received invitations to like the page. You sign on every single week. You follow me, but you don't like the page. And so we're trying to get to 40,000, 40,000 people. So if you would, please, ma'am and sirs, make sure that you are liking the Mayor Van Johnson page, okay? Can you do that for me? Make sure you're liking the Mayor Van Johnson page, okay? The second thing we want you to do, we want you to share the video. We're not selfish with our love. We're not selfish with our affection. And so we're really excited about that as well. The third thing we do, as we always do, and y'all not sharing, go ahead, like the page, share the page, is we send out love to our girl Tara. And as you know, we are Tara Strong here. So thank you. Tiffany Benjamin hung out with us, and you are very welcome. We were happy to meet you. So thank you very much. We really appreciated you coming out, and everybody was glad that Tiffany was hanging out with us. So yeah, so come on, let's go ahead and get this out. Let's do our Tara Strong. And like I said, when I catch up with Tara, then I'll be able to go ahead and get her on. Because I know she is always so appreciative of y'all's love and kindness and prayers toward her. We know that prayer works, right? And so we thank you for your prayers, or if you don't choose to pray, but you just create opportunities for someone to be better and do better. We do that. So thank you. Hey, Shirley, good to see you. John is on as well. And so we've sent out for Tara Strong. And so we also send out one for our lupus warriors, right? People who have lupus, but lupus do not have them. So let's send out some love for that. Tennille is on. Good to see you. Good to see you, Ms. Jackson. Thank you for joining us. So let's send out 4 purple hearts for our lupus warriors, those of you that are challenged by that nasty, dirty disease. Thank you all so much. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Barbara Dolores, good to see you. Happy Friday to you. All right, so we're sending out love to our lupus warriors. And hey, Wait a minute. I saw Mama Sadie Campbell on with us, 99 years old, our senior Friday Night Liver, and we love having her on. And so y'all show her some love just because she's on here. Omega Baker is a lupus warrior, so we're sending out some love to Omega and those of you that struggle with it. Again, we know you have it; it does not have you, and no weapon formed against you will prosper. Right? So we believe that. Omega Baker, good to see you as well. So we're sending out love to all of them as well. All right. So third thing we're doing, the fourth thing, one, two, three, fourth thing we're doing. Well, guess what? Yeah, you can figure this one out. Here we are. It is what? Week number 201. Week number 201 of the longest situationship, the longest entanglement, the longest situationship, 1,409 days, 3 years, 10 months, 8 days, 46 straight months, 8 days. Every single Friday night, we have gotten together and we have built community. We have built community here, and we've built a digital community that now goes all over the country. As you know, we have people on here that are part of our Friday Night Live family, and they don't even live in Savannah, had not been in Savannah, but yet they're a part of our community because we know there is no east, no west, no north and south. If you're on Friday Night Live, we are one community, we are one family. So thank you all so much for helping us to do this. This does not happen without you. And we are quickly approaching from week number 201 to the fourth year of Friday Night Live. So we're planning something for March after St. Patrick's Day, maybe on the um, maybe we'll do it on the 19th on the actual day, and where we will have our 4 year celebration of Friday Night Live. And so I'm excited about it, and we're going to do something big. And Joyce says, put a ring on it. I will put a ring on Mama Charlotte's finger. Okay? We still getting to know each other. So thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let me thank all of you for Wednesday night. And well, um, I want to thank Glenda Jones because we had a really good time. We met at Old Time, and I had a little bit extra money, so I paid for everybody who came, and we had some good times with people figuring out who was who, and now people be able to put a name to the face or face to the name that they see, and so it was really a good time. You might see I went live there, so you could see some of the folks that were there in the room with us, and we had a good time of fellowship. I thank you all so much for coming. Um, it was just really a good time, and I was happy to see some of you show up, and we are going to continue to do it. Miss Catherine, it's all right. We're going to do it again. Don't worry about it. We're going to do it again um, because we're a community, and everybody can't make it all of the time. So that's why we want to continue to have these types of events where people can come out and just enjoy themselves and enjoy community and be in each other's space. And so everybody, Tam Reeves was there. Tam Reeves came, she saw, she wore the t-shirt, and she left. Good to see Bunny Bryan the third. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Catherine Grant, we will be doing it again. So probably March the 19th. As soon as Glenda can do it, we'll do it. Ernestine said, why can't we get together on a Friday night and be live? We can put a podium there for me. We can. We can do that live on a Friday night if y'all want to. I mean, it's up to y'all. Y'all work it out. Um, you know, the fact is, I don't want to be online so much that we forget the people who are there. So that's why I went live while I was there, but I didn't stay live. Patricia wants to know where our shirts. That's up to Tam Reed. Y'all figure that out because she pumps out a t-shirt real quick. So Richard says bring Max. So Max is Max is busy right now, right? And so right now Max is not on tonight's episode. Okay, but we know Max is a favorite, and so we'll be looking forward to having that as well. And yes, Tam Reed sang. We had a young man who was on American Idol, and bring Max and my mom, Trish. All right, well, if I bring my mom, I'm probably gonna have to bring Max. So looking forward to do that. But it was really a good time. Brother Keith Kimball is on with us. Good to see you. It was a good time with people just kind of getting together and enjoying um, ourselves and just kind of, you know, just spending time in fellowship. And we laughed and it was good. It was good. Cheryl, good to see you. Good to see you. Miss Arlene, Janine Turner, good to see you as well. Um, so that was what was going on. It was really good. We had a good time. They almost had to put us out. So we'll get another date as soon as I can get Glenda to help me put it together, and we will have something you will know in advance. The weather should be a little better. The problem is we wanted to have something that was big enough to accommodate. So we're kind of glad all y'all didn't come because we wouldn't have had enough room for all of y'all. But thank you all so much for doing that. So, a couple of things. We went ahead on Thursday. We had our city council meeting, our second meeting of the 140th administration, the second meeting in January. We dealt with the Burkhalter Road thing, um, and I was feeling some kind of way about it because um, there's sometimes on council where you can't really see is really a right or wrong. Um, and in this case, it wasn't a right or wrong. There were passionate arguments on both sides. I understand why, if development is coming, why some people would want to go, because their quality of life is impacted by the development. I can understand why people wouldn't want their development to grow and grow more. So I mean, I understood that and I got it. Um, so we instituted a 100-foot buffer between the houses and the development. And we also insisted on a burn, I think it was 25 feet, again, to create some separation. So we have a 100-foot buffer and I think a 25-foot burn between the houses and the industry so that they're not impacted unfairly or unreasonably. So we thought that was fair. I mean, our usual maximum buffer is 40, right? It was 40. And so we, in this case, we did 125 feet. So, um, everybody wasn't happy, but we were able to do well, um, and really be able to um, work with a burn is like it's like a ditch almost. Um, it's really it's like an environmental um, thing, environmental um, piece. It helps create a separation or a barrier. So so but we were happy about it. We were glad to get that done. So I was excited about that. So Linda Jones has joined us again. Linda, I was thanking you for all of your work helping put um, Wednesday together, and everybody was happy to see the Honorable Linda Jones. So thank you so much for all of your help with that. And now we need you to get something set up for March the 19th. So thank you, Glenda. Andre Patterson is on. Good to see you. I'm gonna give Andre some love. Y'all give some Andre some love as well. As she continues to deal with her loss. Um, Ernestine says we need a Bucky's here. No, I didn't know what Bucky's was. I didn't. I mean, y'all were just like Bucky's. I'm looking and I see like this rat, and then everybody's going crazy about this rat. And I'm like, the only rat, the only rat that people got excited about was either Mickey Mouse or um, or Chuck E. Cheese. But Bucky Bucky's is a chain of like grocery stores and gas stations, um, and it's in the South. It's really in the South, so you really don't find those up north. But everybody seems to love that, so they love Bucky's. All right, what else? Hey, Marsha Silverman, good to see you as well. And so we dealt with that. Also, I introduced a resolution to protect the Okefenokee Swamp. The Okefenokee Swamp is one of this country's um, most cherished natural resources. And there were folks that were trying to do mining on that, which would have destroyed the over 2,000 species of fish and plant life and animals that live on there. And so I've asked council to be able to figure out a way to help us to protect the Okefenokee Swamp. So I did a resolution to join um, counties like DeKalb and Wayne, cities like St. Mary's and Brunswick, just to weigh in against the drilling and ask the state legislature to just chill out for a while and let's protect this natural resource. And of course, two members voted against it. For totally unrelated reasons, but we got it passed, so I'm good. I'm good. Hey, Pearl Strain. Pearl Strain is on. She's sneaking on. So we were able to get that done. Um, we were excited that we were able to get. Um, it's hard to hear me. Hey, good to see you, Delandria. Thank you, and I appreciate your condolences. Thank you, ma'am. Um, so um, I'll try to talk a little louder. I'll move up, talk a little bit louder. So um, we got it passed. We got it passed. That's the most important thing. Robert Small, good to see you. We also have been able to um, approve for people, if you want to become a CNA, a certified nursing assistant, we are paying for you to get that training for free. For free. So if you want that training, again, our role, our goal in this is to make sure that we are paying our way into this. That there are people in this world who want to do better and they need the means. And I believe if people want to do better, we have the responsibility. No, we have the obligation to help people do better so they can do for themselves. And so City of Savannah, we paid for a bunch of people to get free CNA training at the Moses Jackson Center. It is free, and if you are a city resident and you want to take a part in this, go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get it. Get a skill that you're able to earn a good salary on. So we're excited about that as well. Linda Kelly is checking in from Reno. Ernestine, you can get your CNA back. Tia is on with us as well. Faye Damasio of our wonderful transit system, Chatham Area Transit, is on. Good to see you as well. Ernestine, they do the class when they do the class. I think they do it at night though, so you might be in luck. So we were excited about that. Yesterday, we were excited because I worked with Amazon and One Seed. One Seed is a local nonprofit, but I've been talking to um, Amazon about them doing some more significant work in our community. And so they asked me what could they do, and I thought about it, and I said I wanted to donate school supplies because everybody, and I know y'all love doing that. Everybody wants to um, do something. Thank you, Alderman Dietrich Leggett, the great alderman of the second district, is on as well. Edward Markey has joined us. Um, but what ended up happening was that they asked me how did I want to bless the community. Um, that's right, Kathy. CNA is a building block to LPN and RN. Good to see Lakisa on as well, and Faye Mosley. But the fact is, you got to go through the work. You've got to go through the work. So we will put that out there. I think I just, hey, Liz Albright, good to see you. But anyway, So Amazon partnered with me and One Seed, and we gave school supplies um, uh, 1,000 book bags, 1,000 school packs to um, to 4 schools. We gave them to Haven Elementary. We gave them to Otis Brock Elementary. We gave them to Gadsden Elementary, and we gave them to A.B. Williams Elementary. So, um, you know, we appreciate Amazon. We appreciate Terry and the great Tarita Rogers and the great people there that helped us to pull this off. I appreciate Marcelo Stewart and One Seed. Because everybody wants to do stuff at the beginning of the year, but you forget. I mean, it's kind of like, everybody does food drives in Thanksgiving, and everybody does food drives at Christmas. But the fact is, in January, folks are still hungry, which is why we have to do it all of the time. And so my thinking was that, we do school drives in August. Everybody's giving you all these school supplies, but then January comes, they don't have anything. And so this was a way for us to give them to the schools. The schools know when kids don't have materials. And you know what happens? And Regina, thank you for, get your CNA back. I know you're making a lot of money now, but get your CNA back. But um, we appreciated the opportunity to do this. The kids were excited about it. The administrators, because oftentimes, believe it or not, our more dedicated teachers, they buy that stuff out of their own pockets for these young people. And so we did not want to have that happen again. So for schools, particularly with those with students that may not be able to afford it, we were able to bless them with some stuff. So very, very happy about that. Very proud of the partnership um, with Amazon. Um, so just to let you know that. Also, is Faye Damasio from CAT and Dietrich Leggett, who serves on the CAT board, are saying we have student services going on free. We have the senior circulator, which is back. And so we're excited about that as well. Um, and the fare is free for school age people, college and technical school people. Let me tell you why that's important. Many of you all know, and some of you won't let me forget, that I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Good to see Pastor Thurman Tillman, who came and spent some time with us uh, the other night with his wife, LaWanda. So thank you. We were happy about that. Chad wants to adopt a classroom. I say, bet, let's do it. You're going to be the chair, right? Um, Good to see Dr. Charlesetta Blake on with us as well. But I was talking about CAT. So we got those two things back and going, and so we're excited about that. So either Faye or Dietrich, if y'all want to drop some website or something in there, so people who want more information about that, you can go ahead and do that. Okay. Today, I was here in Atlanta. I received my award from Georgia Trend. Georgia Trend, uh, being one of the 100 most influential Georgians. So I was really excited about being named 100 people in this community. And this is the fourth straight year in a row that I was selected as one of them. So uh, I was excited and happy, not necessarily for myself, but this also means that, if I'm there, y'all are there, right? So that's my picture next to mayor of um, the mayor of Augusta. I don't know if y'all can see it. Can you see it? You're close. There we go. Hopefully you can see it. So I was in that magazine, and for all that was there, um, there are 537 cities, and so I was one of them, and just happy because again, if I'm there, you're there because I represent you. You're me, and I'm you. So If I'm one of the 100 most influential people, that means Savannah is one of the 100 most influential cities in the state. And so I don't take that lightly. And again, very, very grateful for the recognition. But I'm recognizing that I am nothing. I am nothing. Like Whitney says, I am nothing if I don't have you. Right? Hey, Book, you doing all right? Hey, Miss Elise Bailey was there last night as well. All rise for Bishop Jacqueline Gilbert Grant has entered the room, and she recently um, stepped down from the active pastorate of Sanctuary and Praise. She is really being more of a bishop now, so y'all give Bishop Jackie Gilbert Grant some love. Um, Congratulating her, my friend, my dear sister, on that great achievement. So, um, is she's able to step down to be able to step up and step down and do some greater things. So, congratulations, Bishop. Um, Let me see what else. Thank you, Tam Reeds. Thank you, Lakeisha Gray. Thank you. So we did that. So um, on Monday, very, very, very excited. Um, I don't know if I told you all, but last week I was in Washington, D.C. and had an opportunity to talk with the vice president and talk with um, the members of the administration, Tom Perez, Mitchell Andrew, um, and we, I, you know, we are happy on Monday. We're going to have in Savannah the Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, and that is in the person of Secretary Marsha Fudge, who is coming to Savannah to meet with me. Uh, um, and we're excited about that. This is the seventh cabinet secretary that is coming to Savannah. Savannah means something. The South has something to say, and Savannah is speaking loudly. And we recognize that we have needs, and we have goals, and we have stuff that we're trying to do, and we can't do it all by ourselves. And we need our federal partners to step up and step out in a very real and strong way with us. And I was really happy for her to be able to come to our wonderful city. And so um, we'll be able to say some things and show her some things and really show her some of the work that we're doing, groundbreaking work in affordable housing, groundbreaking work in terms of homelessness. So thank you all so much again. We're looking forward to seeing Secretary Marsha Fudge in Savannah on Monday. And so we're excited about what that all means. So I think that's all I had to talk about. Um, as I say, I'm a little bit off location, but doing some work. Um, so if there's any questions you all have about the city, I'm more than willing to answer them. This is your time. I'm here, ready to answer questions. If you have questions about what's happening in the city, um, go ahead and let me know. This is the time. And yes, the tiny homes at Dundee are um, are going up, and we're excited about what that means as well. Any questions, anything we can answer regarding your city? Go ahead. I'm gonna grab some meat. So Lakeisha says we need rent control in the city. Now, is it Lakeisha Gray or Gray Lakeisha? But anyway, um, well, let's talk about that. Um, well, so there's a difference between rent control, and let me tell you first of all, rent control we are forbidden by state law. The city of Savannah cannot institute rent control. So let's be very clear about that in the very beginning, because people will say, "Van Johnson, you need to do something about rents being so high." We can't do anything about it. Georgia is a strong property rights state, and we cannot interfere in the relationship between a landlord and a tenant. That if the landlord wants to charge what he wants to charge, and if you choose to pay it, that is a personal, legal landlord tenant relationship between two people. And if the, the landlord wants to raise his rent and you want to pay it, then you pay it. If you can't pay it or don't pay it, then you can't stay there. Now, that might sound mean and harsh, but that is where we are right now as it relates to that. What I am in favor of is some sort of rent stabilization. And so, and I use that to say that um, there are people who make investment in housing, and they deserve to get as much as they can get for housing. Um, you know, you can't tell people how much their asset is worth. But what I think we could do is to say that a person can't raise your rent more than 3% a year or 4% a year or something, just to keep it manageable. I mean, I've heard of some people where the landlord said, your lease ends the end of this month and we're raising your rent $400. I mean, come on, that's unreasonable. That's gouging. And we know that when the storms come and I sign a emergency order or the governor signs an emergency order, you know when that happens that gas stations can't just charge you anything because that's called price gouging. Well, I think that we have people that are rent gouging, and so and I think it could be a form of economic discrimination. So I'm just saying that maybe we need to be able to find and create a way where people um, have modest and predictable increases in their rent. Because the goal here is to be able to keep Savannah affordable for Savannans. And so that's been our challenge. And so I just want y'all to know, I mean, if we could have done something about it, we would have been done something about it. But we can't do something about it, which is why we're asking our state legislature to help us do it. So I hope that helps. Brooklyn Law came in on Wednesday and she ran back out. We were waiting for her performance, but good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Kathy, there are 48 veteran tiny homes on one side. I think we're building 50, Linda. I don't know how many we're building, 50 or so on the other side. I have to check that, but I'll let you know. Good question, Kathy. Lane, is Savannah safe for tourism? We're as safe as anybody else. Obviously, to have dedicated people who are intent to create terror, you know, we can't necessarily control that either, but we do what we can to make sure we maintain situational awareness, make sure people are safe. Let me see what else. All right, let's see. I'm looking. Um, we're expecting, I think it might be mid-year, Barbara, that the newest tiny homes and social service building is going to be complete. I think it's like um, second or third quarter. I mean, third or fourth quarter of the year. I'm not even listening to you, Linda Wilder Bryan. But we do need affordable housing for low-income seniors, and so we've been building that. You have things like the veranda. You have things like sustainable Fellwood for people who are older, for a place to live, and we recognize that's a challenge. No, good question, Lakisa. You're fine, Lakisa. Um, y'all better stop saying that because then people will say I made y'all say it, and y'all know I did. So, um, Shirley saying road conditions are improving significantly. Are federal funds involved? Mostly state funds, believe it or not. These are funds that really we've applied for in some cases many, many years ago, and now we're finally seeing it come to fruition. So it's at a good time. And so, you see, I mean, they just one day went and just started paving Victory Drive. We were happy about it. Over on Ageechee Road, ultimately they're going to flatten that overpass thing, um, and so that's going to create some better opportunities and safety and calm that traffic. Good to see Kathy Brown on as well. Um, let's see. Ed wants to know how the trip is going. I guess it's going okay. I'm sleepy. I'm still not sleeping all that well. Why can't the South? Let me see. Why can't the Salvation Army place their new location on Wheaton Street next to defects across the train tracks? It could be a win-win. Um, I think the property is zoned industrial, number one, and it doesn't have the size footprint they needed. We were looking at one point when they were looking to buy the property over there by the weeping time. And so we tried to help them to find property to purchase. And so we looked at their property, but it wasn't the size footprint they needed. So they weren't interested. And it cost more than the property they were looking at. So thank you, Mama Charlotte. I appreciate you. And wow, yeah, the Honorable Cynthia Lane Jenkins, the Mayor Pro Tem of the city of Noonan, Georgia, in Coweta County, has joined us. Good to see you, ma'am. And yes, your answer is correct. Aviana says, hi. Hey, Aviana. Hey, Aviana. I hope you're doing all right. I hope you feel better. I heard you weren't feeling well. I hope you're doing better. Okay. Mwah. Hope you feel better. Okay. Get better soon. Okay. Ed Beatty's sister wants to know about horses. She's not happy when they boo boo in the street. They're not supposed to boo boo in the street. If you see them boo boo in the street, they're supposed to pick that job up. If they don't, get the name of the carriage company and the number, and we'll have them cited. Better yet, take a picture of it, and we'll get them cited. Um, because I don't like boo boo. There's nothing that smells nastier than hot horse doodle. Hot horse doodle on a hot day. I mean, or urine. I mean, you just can't get rid of that. You can't unsmell it. So, we're serious about that. Lane wants to know, are we safe from sinking in the ocean? I think where we are, I think we're pretty safe. Hey, Jennifer Green, good to see you. Audrey Baker joined us. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Good to see Alfreda Go while you're on with us. Mary Bright says cleaning up the lanes is getting better. Well, we've committed to doing the things we're supposed to do better. I mean, when you're playing sports, there's always the basics, right? And so for us, it's really about um, going basics. And there are things we should be able to pick up trash on time. We should be able to make sure that um, litter is picked up. I mean, clearing up lanes, cutting ditches. Those are things we should be doing anyway, and we need to do them, do those well. When we do the little things well, we do the big things well. Linda wants to talk about the plans for the Civic Center. We have no plans for the Civic Center at this point. Um, so I don't want to talk about it because there's really no plans. I hope that we can keep the Johnny Mercer Theater, and I've said that publicly, and that is where I am. And let me tell you why. Um, hey, good to see Monia from Ruin Thai, one of my favorite places to eat. So I think we have to keep, because in Savannah we have the 400-seat Cultural Arts Center, and we have a 2,700 feet, I mean, a 10,000-seat arena. We need something in between, and we need something that's going to be affordable. And if we have it, it will be affordable. The only two other facilities like that is the Trustees Theater and um, the Lucas Theater, which are owned by SCAD, and they're smaller facilities. And of course, it's going to cost more to do. So, I mean, I think we can strike a good, fair balance. I think that we can uh, demolish the Civic Center Arena. I think we can keep the Johnny Mercer Theater. I think we can restore part of the overthought plan grid. I think that we could build housing. I think we could do office space all on the same footprint and parking on the underground garage. So we'll see how that goes. Lita, Condoleezza Coleman has joined us. Good to see you. Um, Christiana, good to see you. She's lost in the wood on Friday night. Why are you at Fort Leonard Wood? You're not in the military, are you? Sandra says the average pay rate in Georgia does not match the cost of living in Georgia, in Savannah. That's probably true. Um, one of the reasons is because we don't have unions. We don't have unions, so wages in the South are generally typically lower. There's a reason why Georgia is the best state in which to do business for 10 years in a row. Why? Because if you don't have to pay as much, you can make more profit. And so um, that's why they're flocking to Georgia. I mean, there's a reason why Hyundai came here. They knew what the deal was. So, so yeah, it doesn't match them. But for the city of Savannah, I think we are now closer to $17 an hour for minimum wage, and we pay competitively. Oh, she's kissing the screen. All right, I'll take it. Okay. Ed, I think I just mentioned that. I mean, I'm hoping that we can keep the Giant Mercer Theater. We have not made any plans about that, but I'm hoping within the first quarter of this year, we're going to know what we're going to do with the Johnny Mercer Theater. We have got to make up our freaking minds and just decide. We can get caught up by what Dr. King called the paralysis of analysis because we're thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. No, it's time to do it. We're the council of hard decisions. We're going to make those hard decisions. We're going to decide what we're going to do with the Johnny Mercer Theater, and we're going to make it happen. If it comes down, it comes down. We keep it, we keep it. Rachel is traveling. Why can't or why won't they take the recycling bags out of those lanes? Um, I don't know. Um, where did you tell them you could put them? I don't know, Ernestine. Lane, I'm ignoring you because you're cutting up. Ruth wants to know which city department handles paving of streets. I'm sure we have a facilities maintenance type of department, so um, we have that to do that. Marsha, Mama Marsha is on with us. We missed you, Molly, Wednesday night. Mama Marsha and Molly. Lakissa, anything new for the youth to do? Of course, we have a full grown-up cultural arts center for our young people. You can go to our um, neighborhood services, and we have stuff for you to do. We have gyms, we have community centers, full of stuff to be able to do. Yes. Um, Chad says, "Can we leave the Giant Mercer and put a Bucky's on the remaining lot?" If that's what y'all want to do, that's what y'all want to do. Hey, Pinky. So Pinky came and she brought her mama Wednesday night. So we were happy to see Pinky and Mama. Christiana says, "Your son's an Army JAG lieutenant." Let's see. I'm looking. Thank you. Um, we're gonna create a date and we'll do the public input, decide what it is we're gonna do. I will let you know. Hey, Ken Slats, good to see you. Lane, I do not want a square named after me. Everybody who has a square named after them is dead. And I ain't trying to do that. Okay. Um, Lakissa, which info you want me to send you? Okay. Ernestine, get your leadership and let's figure it out. February 10th, the we are dedicating the Susie King Taylor Square. You're all invited to come out. And we just named the largest city municipal building after Mayor Floyd Adams. So we probably won't go back to naming a street after him. We named the building after him. Good to see LaWanda Tillman on as well. Marsha said she's falling asleep. I think I am too. Brother Trey, good to see you. Debbie Williams Walker is on. Sarah Stevens is on. Liberty City's finest, Liberty County's finest. Any other questions? Lane, am I going to write a bio and publish it? Um, I don't know. I don't think anybody wanted to hear what I got to say. Ed, no, I appreciate you, but we're gonna when we do the public comments, we're gonna give you 100 different ways to tell us what you think. Anything else, Catherine? Yeah, I'm still be honest. I'm still not sleeping all that well. I'm like catnapping. I go to sleep and I wake up and go back to sleep and wake back up and wake up and sleep, wake up back up. So I don't know how long this is supposed to last, but um, you know, that's what's going on. So going through this process, but I'm always appreciative to have you on with us. If there are no other questions, I'm again so happy that you all took the time to join me. So happy for those who came out on Wednesday. We had a ball. We're definitely going to do it again. Hey, D. Dougie is a girl. I meant to tell y'all that. D. Dougie, y'all give D. Dougie some love. I thought D. Dougie was a dude, right? And I'm like, young lady coming in, I'm like, who are you? And she's like, I'm D. Dougie. I'm like, D. Dougie who? I said, D. Dougie's a boy. She's like, no, D. Dougie is a girl. So it is. D. Dougie is a girl. So y'all give some love. I would not have known that if um I did not know that if she didn't come on Wednesday night. Y'all missed it. Y'all could have met D. Dougie. I'm thinking it's like a dude, teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Dougie. I thought it was like that. No, D. Dougie is a bona fide girl. So a woman. So teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. The Savannah, and I posted this on my page. The traffic jam is tomorrow, right? And so, if you're interested in human trafficking, it's at Savannah State. So please, you can go out and check that out as well. Tam Tam, leave the governor alone. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Aunt Ollie. Thank you, Lane. Ernestine says, give me a glass of wine. Thank you so much, um, Miss Elise. John, thank you so much. Pray on it every time I wake up. I'm going to start doing that. Thank you, Mary Ellen. Thank you, Christiana. Thank you. Ernestine, can I not rub it in your faces? What? Um, Ed wants to know with the Eastern Walk growing, could this create a chance to create an entertainment district? Um, well, it is a planned development, so they have some things. I mean, it'll be stores and stuff that'll be filled by the end of the year. I don't think it'll be like a true entertainment district. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure that it will pull people back from Pula because it's probably more expensive to live there than it would be in Pula. So, but the good news is there'll be a parking garage there. There'll be trolley service to go back and forth, so you don't have to try to find parking downtown. So, we're still pulling that out, trying to figure out how that's going to go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Charlinda Warner, our lupus warrior, came on. Y'all tell her we showed you a bunch of mad love, Charlinda, for you and all lupus warriors, and you didn't even show up late. See, taking our heart back. Let me see. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Wanda Early came and hung out with us the other day too. So it was good to see Wanda Early. What else? Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Mary Helen. Thank you, Ernestine. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Brother Ed. Thank you, Trish. Shalinda had treatments today. All right, so before we leave, let's give her some love. Let me get like 40, 50 loves for Shalinda right now. I'm gonna let's give her some care. Don't give her love, give her care. I'm gonna give her y'all give Charlinda Warner some prayers. She is our lupus warrior, and she has some treatments today. She's a little tired, and so um, we want to get her on. Make sure she knows we're thinking about her, right? We're giving. This is for Charlinda. Delandria, thank you. Read at bedtime. I might have to do that. Debbie Williams Walker, we said you were there. See, we said you were there. Brooklyn Law, everybody's showing much love. So I hope that makes you feel better. Um, yeah, Mama Pearl, I'm gonna give me some. I'm gonna try to get me some sleep. The problem is I'm like this, right? And then I lay down and I go to sleep, and then I wake up like at 2:30 in the morning, and I'm just like up looking at the walls and stuff, and then I'm tired during the day. So um, I hope Michelle, I hope you and Mr. Bill are doing better and feeling better, right? Get better, feel better, do better. Okay. Thank you all. We are sending prayers up for those that are um, just having moments, and so I'll include myself in that. And we appreciate you all in all of that. Okay. So y'all take it easy. Y'all have a good night. We have number 100, 201 in the books. We're looking forward to more. Look forward to another episode of Friday Night Live coming to you next week, 7 days, number 202. God bless you all. We love you. In the words of Vince Williams, ain't nothing you can do about it. Good night, everybody.